Triple pane versus double pane. Is the cost worth it? Well, lucky for you, we have two buildings that are almost identical within a block of each other. One of them we outfitted with triple pane Pella windows, and the other has builder grade minimum requirement double pane windows. So recently we had a fun snow day where we got to go out, use our thermal imaging camera, and test out both buildings. Wait till you find out what we saw.
We're finishing up our condemned house. We're just getting ready to list it, going for our final inspection. Due to budgetary reasons, we used double pane. They're okay windows. We got them from one of those stores, I don't want to name them, but that advertises windows with a quick turnaround. We finished a house 2 years ago where we used triple pane Pella windows, and they are phenomenal. We used our thermal camera for the first time so we could actually test the performance between kind of cheap builder grade double pane windows versus high-end Pella triple pane windows. Before we compare the thermal imaging of these two styles of windows, I want to talk a little bit about the costs and some of the benefits that we're not set up to measure. This window, roughly 36 inches by 72 inches, we bought it this year, 2023. We bought it last year, 2023, for about $350. In 2020, we bought a window almost identically sized for $725. So for ease of this video in comparison, we'll say a triple pane window is twice as expensive, and that starts to add up a lot, especially when you have 20, 30 windows. The window package for our Woodstock Street property was $12,000, including some exterior doors. Window package for this house with the same amount of windows was about $6,000. That is a lot, and yeah, it's not an easy investment to make, but it's something that pays off, in our opinion, over the years. Also, before we get into the thermal imaging, one of the things that we can't quantify or we're not set up to is comfort. Terry could be complaining about God knows what outside, and I wouldn't have to listen to him. A truck could go by. You don't really hear it. You don't feel it as much. It's really difficult to quantify that comfort and that privacy and that sense of serenity that you get, but that's definitely something to consider when you want to invest in triple pane windows. So we just bought one of these. It's a FLIR thermal camera that attaches to your iPhone, and it is awesome. It's so cool. Besides showing us where drafts and cold spots are in walls and windows, it reminded us that we're a bunch of man boys. We waited for the first snowy day, and we realized just how much fun we like to have doing this stuff. Hopefully John cut a bunch of this stuff out. Here's a thermal camera shot of our double pane windows. We're looking at a glass temperature of roughly 55 degrees. Plus, you can see all the inconsistencies in temperature. If you look at this clip right here, you can see a pretty massive cold spot at the bottom. This isn't terrible, and these are code compliant windows, but they are pretty cold. Here's a shot on the exact same day of our triple pane Pella windows. You can see the average temperature is about 10 to 12 degrees warmer than our double pane glass. You can also see how consistent the temperature is. There's really not too much difference between our glazing and the insulated wall. Pretty amazing, and it feels really, really good in here. Something to consider, not every house kind of justifies having triple pane windows. If you have a house that's not really well insulated, the windows aren't going to be the saving grace. There might be better places to put money. Something you could do, put up a curtain rod, make your own third pane for the windows. A nice thick curtain is going to help keep noise out, kind of keep that cold air isolated, and it's not a perfect solution, but it's an approachable one. So that was a lot of banter about windows. Essentially what it boils down to is, you know what, Terry, why don't you handle this one? I'm sorry. This goes inside?
Microphone goes inside.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break.
Take your glasses off.
I'm gonna break it down real simple for you. Think about a car window. You ever put your face up to it and you can feel the cold even if you're not touching to it? Well, that's a single pane. You add another pane, you get a little more insulation. You add a third pane, c'est magnifique. You're warm.
Hey Terry, what's in between the panes of glass?
If I know, some kind of gas that provides some kind of thermal break.
What else does that provide?
Noise dampening. It's crazy. Sasha is saying things that are just going right over my head. They might be going over your head too, but that's okay. At the end of the day, all you need to remember, the more pain, the less pain. The more pains, the less thermal gains.
You guys got it all. That's it. That's all we got. So actually we'll throw some of the prices for the windows in the description so you guys can actually see what the actual comparisons are between these windows and the triple pane Pella windows that we used at the other property.